Hey guys, I just played, say, 3 hours of the first episode of Life is Strange, and that was great. So I'm going to give you a recap of everything that happened. I'm not going to use MS Paint. I'm just going to tell you face to face with my webcam. Max woke up. No, she didn't woke up. She was dreaming. Or not, was she dreaming? I don't know. She was in the middle of a storm and she was next to a lighthouse. She tried to seek refuge in the lighthouse, but something was shot at the storm and the lighthouse crushed her. She then woke up. She looked at her stuff, took a selfie. Teacher asked her a question. She didn't know it. Then this girl named Victoria answered, and she's like, "Oh, bummer. Get right, scrub." Whoa. And then Mr. Jefferson was like, "Don't forget to turn in your project." And so Max tried to leave the classroom, and he's like, "No, get back here. You need to turn in your project." And she's like, "No, okay. It's not that good, but I'll do it." And then she went to go use the girls' bathroom. And in there, she washed her face, ripped up the photo that we're supposed to turn in for our project, and then she saw a butterfly flying into the window. And then she took a picture of the butterfly. Then this guy named Nathan, that's his name, Nathan. This guy named Nathan walked in the bathroom and he was like, "Okay, you can do this, Nathan. You don't suck. No, you don't suck." Then this other girl named Chloe came in and she was just like, "Dude, you sold them drugs. That's bad." And then Nathan pulls a gun and he's like, "Shut up, you dummy." And then Chloe and Max, no, Chloe and Nathan are like fighting. And then Nathan shoots Chloe. And then Max is like, "No! No! No! No!" And then she goes back in time. And then she's like, "Whoa, that's weird. Was that all a dream?" And then she's like, "No, this is really real." And so after that, she takes another selfie, because why not? And then Mr. Jefferson's like, "Ooh, ask question time." And she's like, "Oh, I'm stupid, I don't know." And then Victoria's like, "Ha, I know it, it's blah, blah, blah." And then Victoria's like, "Ha, suck it, get wrecked." And then she's like, "Oh, wait, I can go back in time and answer the question and look super duper smart." And then she does that, goes back in time. Mr. Jefferson asks her the question after taking another selfie, like, awesome. And she's like, "I'm smart, I know the answer." And she says the right answer. And then Victoria's like, "I'm angry now." And then Mr. Jefferson's like, I want to talk to you." And then she tries to leave, and he's like, "You're super smart, you have a really good talent, and you're good." And she got scolded a little bit, and then he's like, "Okay, now you can go now." And then she's like, "Maybe I can rewind and I can answer his question with my answer and look super smart again." So she does that, succeeds, and then goes again to the girls' bathroom to go save Chloe. She got there, retraced her steps, then took a picture of the butterfly. Waited a second. There comes Nathan. There comes Chloe. And they're like, "Bang, I got my gun on you now." So Max is like, "How do I stop this?" Grabs a hammer, smashes the fire alarm thing, and it goes off. And then they all have to leave. And Chloe crotch punches Nathan. And so he's like, "Ah!" And Chloe runs away. And then Nathan's like, "Ah!" And he runs away out of the girls' bathroom too. And then Max leaves, and the security guards ask her questions. They're like, "Why are you here? Why aren't you outside? You're stupid little girl." And the principal's like, "Leave her alone. I'm principal." And after that, Max goes over to the principal. He questions her about like, "Ooh, you look really guilty. Did you do something bad? Or what happened?" So I made Max tell him that Nathan had the gun. And he's like, "Are you sure? Are you lying to me?" And then I go outside to join the rest of my classmates. Nathan gets called to the principal's office, and that's the last we hear of him. And then we go over to this other teacher, forget her name, and she asks us, do you want more security cameras on the school campus? And I'm like, yes, because I feel like it'll make everyone feel safer, and then we will be happy. And it good. Wow, great recap. Quality video. After that, my friend Warren, I think boyfriend actually, after playing this episode, but I don't really know. Really good friends, or friends, guy that got friend zoned by me. I friend zoned him, and he's like, hey, can you get my flash drive? And so I go do that, and Victoria, that was angering me earlier for getting the question right, is in front of the girls' dorm, which I need to go, and for some reason can't walk around her, and she's like, yeah, have to find a way around me. So I eventually spill paint on her, and no. When she's like, you gotta go around me, she's like, haha, you look so depressed, I'm gonna take a picture of you. And then I turn on the sprinkler, she gets up, and I spill paint on her, and she's like, please get me napkins, loyal friends. And so they get her napkins, and I go over her to comfort her, because I'm a nice person. And then she takes the photo down, and I'm allowed to go in the dorm. I go get the flash drive. There's a note that says one of my other friend girls has it, and I try to go to her room, and her friend walks out of the room, and she locks the friend that I need that has the flash drive in her room. This might be really confusing. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. I will answer them for you. But so I go over the person that is okay. The person that has my flash drive, I'm gonna say is named Dana. The girl that locked the girl in her room that has the flash drive. Okay. Maggie locked Dana in her room. Dana is the person that has my flash drive. And so, sorry, the back of my head is flipping. So Dana's locked in her room because Maggie thinks that Dana has been sexting Maggie's boyfriend, which she hasn't. So I go into, and Victoria told Maggie this. So I go into Victoria's room, and I get an email that proves that Dana wasn't sexting Maggie's boyfriend, and I give that to her. Dana's unlocked out of her room, and then I go get the flash drive. I go back, I'm going to the parking lot to meet Warren, and this girl gets hit with a football. So before I rewind time, and before she's hit with the football, I'm like, hey dude, move. And then she's like, she doesn't get hit by the football, and then the football bounces and hits a window and breaks it. And then I talked to that girl I talked to that girl again, and she's like, oh dude, you're so cool, we gotta be friends now, but I'm gonna read this book now. And so we stopped talking, and me, Max, goes over to the parking lot, but there is this girl. I'm gonna call her Mickey. There's this girl, Mickey, and she's being harassed by the security guard that I was harassed by earlier. Remember when the principal stopped the police officer or security guard that was nagging me about not being outside? That guy was nagging Mickey for some reason, being a bully. And I'm like, dude, stop, you suck so much. Get your own life. And so he's like, you'll regret this. You rotten kids, you'll regret this. And that was cool. So then after that, I go to the parking lot to meet Warren. Oh, no. Mickey's like, dude, you're so cool. We gotta be friends now. Everyone wants to be friends with me because I'm apparently Ninja Max. Ninja Max is what I am. So after that, I go to the parking lot to meet Warren, and Warren's like, dude, is something wrong with you? After I give him his flash drive. And I'm like, yes, I've had a horrible day. I need to tell you a secret. This is between me and you, not social media. Then Nathan comes up like a big old butt, and he's like, ugh, did you tell the principal about me? And I'm like, yeah, because you had a gun in my friend's face. And then he starts interacting with me. I don't really remember how. And Warren is like, stop. And he gets in a fight kind of with Nathan. And Chloe shows up at the perfect time. And she almost hits me with her car. And I'm on the ground. I get up and we both meet each other's eyes. And I'm like, Chloe? And she's like, Max? Chloe? And then I get in her car. And Warren and Nathan are on the ground like hashing it out on the ground down here. Like, fight. and me and Chloe are just driving away. And so we're talking, and like, we were talking about like how I left her in such a hurry. I left her to go to San Francisco, and then it sucked, and I didn't contact her like a good friend would, and I was a sucky friend when I was away in San Francisco, off yonder way, that way. So we get to Chloe's house. I'm probably leaving out a lot of stuff. In the next episode of, I am recording this. In the next episode of Life is Strange, it'll probably bring up the same kind of stuff, and I'll re-inform you guys in a better way. But yeah, so I get to Chloe's house, and she's like, dude, turn on some music. Oh wait, no, in the car, I found out that my photo camera is broken. So I asked Chloe, do you have any things that I can fix my camera with? And she's like, yeah, I got some stuff in my garage. So we arrive at Chloe's house, and we go to Chloe's room, and she's like, can you put on some music? I search her room. I find the music box, and in there is a picture of this girl, and I forget her name. I'm gonna call her Hannah, or whatever. And she apparently disappeared after not telling Chloe, and her and Chloe were such good friends, and she's really sad about it. So I put on the music. Chloe tells me to go down to the garage, and I get the tools there. I go back up, and there I fix my camera, but I can't fix the camera. And Chloe's like, I'm awesome. And my dad gave me this new camera for my birthday for some reason, and he'd be really mad if I didn't use it. So I'm gonna give it to you now, Max. And then Max gets the new camera, and Chloe puts on some killer rock music instead of some sweet jazz that she had on. And then then we start jamming out. She's like, take a picture of me, bro. Ooh, take a picture. And then the officer that was nagging me earlier, and nagging Victoria, I'm pretty sure was what I named her, the really stupid officer that was nagging me before, he's Chloe's stepdad, because her real dad died, and her mom is non-existent, I think, in this world anymore. I don't know how. Alien abduction, probably. So the dad's like, you blasting that music, you rotten kids. I'm gonna come up in your room and inform you on America. And so he starts coming up in the room. We shut off the music, and I have to go hide. And Chloe's standing at the door like, I'm naked, don't come in this room. And I hide in a closet, and Chloe's dad comes in, and he's like, something, I'm a stupid man. And he finds a cigarette, if you know what I mean. And he's like, is this yours? And I jump out the closet, and I'm like, no, it's mine, I'm pretty sure. And then Chloe's dad is like, ooh, it's bad enough having strangers in this house. Even worse if it's a smoker, if you know what I mean. And then the dad's like, if I ever see you in this house again, you'll be in big trouble, if you know what I mean. A lot of knowing what you means. You gotta. And then dad leaves, and Chloe closes the door, and me and Chloe jump out window, and me and Chloe jump out of the window, and next scene is we're at the lighthouse where I had the same dream in the beginning of this story. Rewind it if you didn't get it before. Okay, you got it now? Got it. Okay, so now we're in that same spot. But Max is not smart enough to realize, oh, I've been here in my dream. So me and Chloe walk up the steps, and up the steps is a bench. We start sitting there. We talk about something, about how much this world sucks, and calling the cops on Nathan. Yes. And then Max is like, ugh, PTSD, or whatever. And she passes out on the ground. And she has another dream about the storm, the tornado storm, or whatever. It's literally the size of a hurricane, but shrunken into a tornado. It's the size of a hurricane, but it's in the shape of a tornado. It's really big. And it's about to, and we go up the steps to the same bench. And there, the tornado is about to engulf the town. And there is a newspaper on the bench that me and Chloe were sitting on just a second ago. And in the newspaper, it's 4 days in the future. Hint, hint, whatever that means. And then Max wakes up, and Max and Chloe's like, dude, you passed out. And then Max is like, I can time travel. Let me tell you all my ways. And then that's it. The credits go on for about 3 minutes, and then it shows a sneak peek to episode 2, and it's Chloe about to be run over by a train, but in different sections. She gets run over by a train from one angle, and then another angle she's run over by a train, and then another angle she's about to be run over by a train, and then end of season 2. That's it. That's the entire episode 1 of Life is Strange. Did you enjoy it? Yeah, I know, it was a great episode, right? Yeah, but I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye, guys.